Hi, I'm Dom, and this is week 17 of starting the UK's largest machinery hub. It's another big week in China, and first day was an early start with a supplier picking me up and heading straight to their factory to a more remote part of China. This factory was insane, and they manufactured everything from tractors to massive wheel loaders, as well as forklifts from complete scratch for both the Chinese government and export markets. But this visit was not about purchasing discontinued stock. I've been working on creating a new range of skid steers for Buffalo machines, and after 5 months of designing to being put into production, the new batch was ready for inspection before loading. This was the smallest model we'll be introducing, an SKD 500 that has been specced with an American-made Briggs engine and will be priced incredibly low to go alongside our other models. After some testing, got on to taking some videos for our Buffalo Machine socials, which will be getting posted soon with more information on the various attachments that will be available too. Next up, it was time for this bad boy. After a lot of requests by customers asking for a higher loading capacity, we're introducing one of the largest stand-on skid steers in the UK, our SKD 1300 model. Even though, of course, I was pleased to see it, there's a few improvements that need to be made. The black colour looked a bit cheap, so this needs to be changed to grey, which will look nicer with our Buffalo yellow. And one of the joysticks for bucket tilting was poor quality with a cutout in the metal, which you can see compared to the left side. But this is exactly why it's good to be in China. Adjustments can be made very quickly, and it prevented any disappointments or quality issues when they land in the UK. Here we also got to try out the flail cutter on the machine, and it's an absolute beast. Then it was time for a more in-depth meeting with the owners on what improvements need to be made before loading. Owner was very understanding, so it's all good for our future production with them. Of course, we couldn't forget about the food, and this time went to a local canteen, a nice change to the luxury restaurant suppliers normally take you, and the food still slapped. After a hectic day, managed to book myself into a fancy hotel, but I still don't speak Chinese, so somehow ended up with a child's room. At least I got 2 desks, to be fair. Next day, and it was time for a bullet train to a new city. This one was packed with skyscrapers and robots walking around with the locals, as well as working in restaurants. Had a lot to prepare as there was a very important meeting the following day with a huge factory regarding distribution for them in the UK. With pages of notes and a presentation ready, the next morning it was a swift start and we were on the move for the next 3 hours to reach it. This factory specialised in a wide range of machines, and they have already been producing the Buffalo SKD 700 for us, which has been very popular in the UK for the last 2 years. This was not a meeting about quality, as they're one of the best in the business, so it was more about how we could work together long term. The meeting room was giving final boss in China, and you can see why. Absolutely loved it, but could not film, as to be honest thought it might ruin the seriousness of the meeting. But it all went well, and of course it was time for another restaurant. This one specialised in bugs, literally flies and bugs, and trust me, looks are deceiving as these went down a treat. And just like that, the meetings for the week were finished, and that was week 16 done. Drop a follow if you'd like to see the journey, and thanks for watching.